Para sagutin na ang isiniwalat ni Senator Panfilo Lacson na ghost flood control projects at garapalan umanong hatian ng kickback sa mga proyekto, magkakasama natin DPWH Secretary Manny Bonoan. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo, Secretary Bonoan. Salamat po muli sa oras.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat po, Cheryl, at sa ating mga taga-subaybay.
Sek, simulan po natin dito nga daw sa hatian umano ng kickback. Maswerte na raw, abay kung may matirang 40% para sa actual project implementation. Ano po ang reaksyon nyo dito?
Well, ito po yung iniimbestigahan namin na masusi. Kasi masyado namang malaki yung talaga yung nawawala kung ganun ang ginugukol sa mga projects pagka ganun na mangyayari. So anong asahan natin, di ganun ang either ghost project o half-done project, yung mga ganun. Kaya ito yung masusi namin iniimbestigahan, Cheryl, sa ngayon sa lahat ng aming mga flood control projects all over the country.
Pero ang reaksyon po kasi ng marami, Secretary, how can you not know about this? Bakit ngayon lang ang investigasyon? Sabi nyo nga po, ay nag-uusap na po kayo ng Pangulo, di ba? Before pa po sa SONA at ngayon ay patuloy pa rin ang investigasyon. Pero
Yes,
may mga napatawag na po ba kayong opisyal, mga district engineers na sinasabi ay napaka-powerful daw po ng mga district engineers?
Well, ganito po kasi ang implementation ng mga projects are actually the authorities lodge either the district engineering office o kaya sa regional office po. They are given at a level of authority. Like, for example, sa district engineering office, ang level of authority nila is up to 150 million yung project.
Opo.
And yung regional office is above 150 million up to 400 million po. Yun ang mga level of authority nila. So they are fully responsible po dun sa pagpapatakbo ng mga projects. However, ang sinasabi ko dito is meron namang kaming mga monitoring protocols na pinifeed nila dun sa platform namin o kaya sa computer ko namin na kung ano yung status ng mga projects. So, nandito naman po, marami pa rin yung supervision processes na ginagawa at the district level. So, in place po lahat ito. So, this is why I was wondering paano pa makakalusot yung mga ganitong inferior o ghost projects na nangyayari. So, sa tingin ko naman namin is actually, I hope that this is an isolated case kasi for now, lahat ng validation teams namin who have been going around and validating the mga projects that is submitted to have been completed are actually wala pa naman nilang naisasubmit na other ghost projects except for dito sa may Bulacan First Engineering District lang po.
Okay, sabi niyo po, Secretary, pag district engineer hanggang 150 million, kaya
Yes.
pwede sila ang magdedesisyon ng that. Pag regional office, hanggang abot ng 400 million.
Correct po.
Okay, pag po nag-identify na sila ng project, ano pa po ang nagiging role ng national DPWH?
Well, we consolidate it on the basis of their proposals that will be included into the allocation per legislative district po. Ang panatin dito is at the beginning, at the start of the budget year, meron na po silang allocated level of budget, so to speak, no? That could be included into the National Expenditure Program. So from there, they will have to put their priority projects po. At yung mga priority projects that will be included there as a requirement po naman namin, it has to have been passed through the Provincial Development Council and of course the Regional Development Council. So ito nung regional development projects na sinasabi namin na dapat doon ho sila kumuha ng mga projects that will be incorporated into the project. Now, may flexibility po sila dito. Out of their allocated amount, 70% should be dedicated to national roads and flood control projects. Doon sa 70%, they have the flexibility. What is their kung roads lahat, pwede naman roads lahat. Kung flood control, pwedeng flood control lahat. Or I think paghahatian, kung ilan yung roads nila, ilan
Opo.
yung flood control nila. So, at any rate, they should have been endorsed and from the Regional Development Council programs po.
Okay. Pero pag tapos na po or ginagawa na yung proyekto or natapos na yung buo, paano pa po yan? Ano pa ang ginagawa ng level ng national? Chine-check po ba ito? Dino-double check? Kumbaga, kunwari, mag-submit po ang regional office. Kunwari, si district engineer, nag-report na, ito na yung full report, accomplished na. Si regional ba, ido-double check yan to make sure na tama yung pagsasagawa po ng proyekto?
The implementing office po, yung implementing office will have to provide, isa-submit po niya yung status of implementation ng project through the compute, yung namin, yung platform, monitoring platform namin. So nandun doon po, kung completed na, meron naman po silang pinapadalang, dapat meron silang pinapadalang mga retrato o mga pictures of the completed project. In fact, dapat bago mag-start, meron din po silang pinapadalang retrato and meron silang ipapadalang mga pag ongoing, meron din po sila ipapadala. So these are only the basis where we monitor the implementation of these projects po.
Opo. Pero yung actual inspection po, may ginagawa ba dyan ang national? Kasi katulad po...
Meron din kaming...
sige po.
Meron din kaming pinapadala na monitoring team that goes to some of the projects po, hindi man ho lahat. Hindi naman ho lahat. Yung basta't pupunta lang po sa isang district, mag-monitor, mag-check in some of the projects. But not all projects can be monitored doon sa central office kasi napakarami po itong project nito. So we just have to rely on the basis of yung mga data and information that they will have to furnish the main office.
Wala pong third party na taga-audit or taga-monitor po para masiguro na talagang tama po yung mga inire-report kasi hindi naman pwedeng puro pictures lang. Katulad po yung pinakita ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, may accomplishment report. Pagdating niya, wala man lang. Sino po yung mga pumirma doon? Nakita nyo na po ba yung mga pangalan na pumirma? Pinatawag nyo na po ba ito?
Yes po. Yes, pinatawag po namin.
Opo.
I think nag-issue na po ako ng show cause order sa kanila.
Opo.
And in fact, I relieved them of their official functions 2 weeks ago pa po.
Relieved na po, 2 weeks ago pa. So far, Sec, ano po ang sagot nila sa inyo?
Well, wala pa ho kasi I've given them some days actually to respond actually po.
How many days po?
I think they will be submitting their reply to the show cause order na inadala namin doon sa kanila by next week po.
Kasi sabi niyo po, it's been 2 weeks, nirelieve niyo na po sila.
Yes.
Opo, parang ang tagal na rin nun para hindi sila,
Kasi
wala.
po, when we found out that there are already information about it, when there are already information about yung mga nangyayari doon sa district na yan, agad-agad nirelieve po sila sa official functions nila. But then we have to validate kung ano ba talaga, kung meron ba, anomaly o wala. So, nung nakita ho namin in-inspect namin lahat ng mga projects nila and we think there is a basis for us to issue yung show cause order namin. Then we issued actually the show cause order immediately. So we have to document everything naman.
Opo.
Process po. So I think it's ongoing naman.
Opo.
It's ongoing po.
Opo. So Sec, so far yung pinatawag niyo po at nire-relieve ay may koneksyon doon sa binisita po ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na
Yes, sir.
proyekto.
Yes, ma'am.
Opo.
Yes po.
Maliban po dito,
Yung engineering district po na yan, engineering district.
aha. Maliban po dyan, may mga ibang bayan po ba, probinsya na nirelieve na rin po kayo sa kanilang mga pwesto because of posibleng nagkaroon nga po ng anomalya?
That's what I'm saying. I think this seems to be an isolated case kasi wala naman po kaming nire-report na kagaya niyan na nangyayari dyan sa Bulacan First Engineering District po.
Mm. Ano rin ho ang inyong masasabi dito po sa paratang na may well-organized syndicate po sa loob mismo daw ng DPWH, particular po sa, well, nirelieve nyo na nga ito nga sa first district po ng engineering office.
Well, siguro this is what we hope the investigations will come out with kung talaga pong yun ang yung nila because at the end of the day, dapat po yung after the payment, meron din pong COA that would certify the project that has been completed. Meron din po ang agencies that oversees actually yung mga projects po namin.
So ito po, yung pong mga nirelieve nyo, ito pong sina dating District Engineer Henry Alcantara at dating Assistant District Engineer Bryce Hernandez?
Including them po, including them and the other officials that we think have been participating in the implementation and approval of the documents pertaining to those projects na inimbestigahan po namin.
So, Sec, ilan po total so far yung nirelieve na po sa pwesto?
I think more than 10 po.
More than 10. And maliban, sabi nyo nga po, hinihintay lang yung kanilang sagot sa show cause order. Pero aasahan po ba na haharap po sila sa inyo lahat?
Ay, dapat lang po. Dapat lang po. Hindi lang po yung mga tao namin, pati yung mga contractors that are involved in this in the project implementation po.
Kailan po nyo inaasahan na maghaharap-harap po lahat kayo?
Pagka nakukuha namin dati yung dokumento, I think in a very short time, pinapa-apruangan ni Presidente lahat po nitong process namin.
Ay, baka gusto nyo na rin hong, baka pag nagkaharap-harap, may plano rin ho bang katulad ng mga ginagawa ngayon sa Senado na naka-live stream po itong paghaharap na ito? Total, pera naman po ng taong bayan yun.
Well, in the investigation process po, I think if it is going to be a formal, yung investigation process, then okay. But I think ang plan po namin dito is actually when we issue yung mga orders and we file cases, then it will be in the siguro sa mga kuwan na po, ombudsman or ang magkaharap-harap na po kami ng gusto.
Paano rin po ninyo ipapaliwanag, Sec, yung mga binanggit na kontrata sa unang distrito ng Bulacan na may pare-pareho daw yung halaga, parehong proyekto, kahit iba-iba ang haba, disenyo at specifications?
Well, kasi kung minsan po yata, there could be, now we are talking of more than 3 years of implementation po nito, no? More than 4 years na po yata tinitignan namin na it could happen actually that in every year pare-parehas po yung allocation. Kasi hindi naman natin mapagsabay-sabay nito. Halimbawa, 1 billion po yung project cost. Yung project cost, in 1 year, you'll probably include 100 million. Second year, 100 million. Third year, 100 million. Ganun lang po yung niyan.
And it's the same project kasi hanggang
So,
matapos.
Along the same project po yun. Along the same project po yun. Because I think it is unlikely that in one engineering district, isang project will cost 1 billion kaagad po.
Ito pong napag-usapan natin ay Bulacan, pero sa datos po na inilabas ni Senator Lacson, marami umanong ghost at substandard flood control projects, hindi nga lamang po sa Bulacan, kundi maging sa Pampanga, La Union at Oriental Mindoro. Um, Nasaan na ho tayong parte ng investigasyon?
Well, ito na rin po yung namin. I think there are reports that are coming up kung kagaya dyan sa Mindoro. They will be coming up with the report kung bakit na-damage po yung sinasagawa nilang flood control project noon. What was the cause? Patitignan po namin dito kung sinasabi nga ni Senator Lacson na inferior yung mga materials na ginamit. So what caused actually yung damage, and is there a way actually that the contract is still active, and therefore the contractor will be liable to replace it, reconstruct it on his own cost po, yung mga ganun.
Mhm. Pero 'di ba, kung yan po ay natututukan ng regional or district engineer, hindi po dapat nakakalusot yung mga contractor sa ganong klaseng trabaho.
Of course, opo. Dapat lang po. But I think we have also to understand na kung yung mga, if it is caused by inferior materials and workmanship and fault of the contractor, then it has to be done again by the contractor himself. Kasi kung naman po, may warranty naman sila until such time that it is actually accepted by the department. But during the implementation of the project, whatever happens, meron pa naman silang all risk warranty insurance that we require for them actually, so that whatever happens to the project that they're implementing during construction, it's still their reliability po to do it kung meron po mangyari.
Ano po ang plano ng DPWH para tugunan yung issue dito sa Darcy and Anna Builders, sa Wawaw Builders na umano'y ghost contractors?
Yan po yung focus po namin ngayon. Yun ang focus namin. And we will see to it that, if na po namin dito, if all the documents will show that there is culpability of the contractor and some of our people, and we'll find all the necessary charges immediately.
Kasi paano po maibibigay o mananalo itong contractor na ito sa bidding kung wala naman talaga sila, at bakit doon na nagsangay-sangay na, no, Sec, mula po sa even yung sa Bids and Awards Committee, 'di ba? Paano mapapanalunan 'yon kung hindi naman kung wala naman itong dalawang contractors na ito?
I think paano naman po dito, I think the physical presence during the bidding, hindi naman nila, not necessarily that the owner, but the representative should be there during the bidding po process. And yung documents nila siguro naman are authenticated and they are qualified to bid. Ganun lang pa naman. Kasi there are three basic documents that I think we have to secure from them. Yung una, yung license nila that is issued, contracting license nila that is issued by the DTI, the accreditation board, tapos yung the required equipment that will be used, whether on or leased, and then actually your net financing contracting capacity po nila that is issued by certification from the Bureau of Internal Revenue.
Kagaya po itong MG Samidan Construction na may kapital lang na 250,000 pesos noong 2019, pero nakakuha ng 5.3 billion pesos na halaga ng flood control project.
Iba ho yung nila sa company po nila. Hindi po yung pag-establish po nila ng company nila is a different issue. Ang tinitignan po namin dito is yung net net financing capacity po nila.
Oho.
Not financing, contracting capacity po nila based on their total assets. Based on their total assets. If you have a total asset of, let's say, 1 billion, according to our procurement procedures, you multiply that by 15. So you are allowed to bid up to 15 billion. Yung mga ganun to.
Pero maliban po doon ay ano pa po yung ibang mga qualification dapat ng isang contractor bago makapasok sa bidding? May numbers of projects ba dapat na natapos na at yung halaga na nagawa na nila?
Opo. Actually, when they get their license, ini-scrutinize po ng DTI yan whether they are classified as Class A, Class A, Class AA, Triple A.
Opo, oo.
Yun po, sila nag-scrutinize according to their experience and yung pong net financial contracting capacity po nila.
Sa ulat po ng aming reporter sa Oriental Mindoro, napunta ang isang phase ng flood control project sa Bigaan River sa New Big 4J Construction na blacklisted na po noon pang 2016. Bakit po kaya nakalusot yung mga ganito?
Alam po ninyo, pagka blacklisted ka po, yung blacklisting mo is actually ang penalty mo is you cannot bid in any infrastructure project of government for 1 year lang. For 1 year.
1 year lang.
Yes.
Tapos
Yes
after
po.
nun, pwede ulit.
After 1 year, then you can bid again.
Okay.
And then you have to get back your license.
May mga report din po ang asawa ni COA Commissioner Mario Lipana ay nakakuha ng flood control project sa Bulacan. Hindi po ba malinaw na conflict of interest ito, Sec? Wala ho ba ring screening na ginawa sa mga kontratista? Pero as a public official din at asawa ng official, they should also know that they shouldn't be getting involved. Hindi ho ba?
Well, ang kwan lang namin dito, we don't really kwan ho yung mga personalities at this point in time po. Ang sabi ko nga, for as long as they have the contractor's license and they have the capacity to implement the projects, yun lang po naman ang criteria namin for to pre-qualify contractors to bid.
So tingin nyo ho, dapat may mga pagbabagong dapat gawin para
lang
doon
po
sa mga
siguro,
qualification. Go ahead po, Sec.
Dapat lang po siguro, and I think this has been being discussed actually at Congress to amend or prescribe the guidelines for contracting under the procurement law.
All right. Meron pa po, may binanggit si former DPWH Secretary Rogelio Singson na 351 billion pesos na flood control master plan noong Aquino administration. Pero hindi itinuloy ng mga sumunod na administrasyon. Una nyo na pong sinabi na hindi ito nakarating sa inyo. So, na-curious po ba kayo, ano ba yung status ng National Flood Control Master Plan ngayon? Hinanap niyo ho ba kung meron nga talaga at hindi lang nakaabot po sa administrasyong ito?
Ang dating po kasi sa akin nung in-interview po ako niyan is actually it's sa bansa. It's a master plan for sa buong integrated master plan for the entire country. And I said, there is no integrated master plan, single master plan for flood control for the entire country. Because as far as I know, and long before that, there are 18 major river basins in the country. Each of these have a master plan, and these are now being updated po. Yung ang sinasabi yata doon sa 351 billion na sinabi ni former Secretary Singson is a master plan that was actually master plan, and this is master plan. That is the total cost of the projects that would have to be implemented siguro at that time. 351 billion for Metro Manila po. And not for the entire country. That's Metro Manila. As far as that master plan is concerned, we are implementing part of it.
Aha.
That is a World Bank assisted master plan at that time po, during his time.
Alright.
And that is, 15 years ago?
At meron po siguro doon sa master plan, may kailangang mga baguhin or i-improve na dapat
Tama po.
iayon na sa sa pagbago po ng panahon.
Absolutely po. Because actually, ito na, we are updating, upload all the master plans because of climate change phenomenon at the time. And I think it has to be, the master plan actually should take into account a holistic approach na hindi lang po yung engineering component. We have to look into other components like environmental issues, land use issues, and many other things. It has to be collective and holistic approach po yung paggagawa nito because as we have been trying to point out, engineering intervention is just part of the solution of flood management po.
Sec, with all the controversies na bumabalot po ngayon sa DPWH, itong mga flood control projects, ghost projects, mga kickbacks na base po doon sa inilabas ni Senator Ping Lacson, parang kung 20 to 25% daw yung project proponent o yung politiko at 5 to 6% yung parking fee, pero lumalabas dun sa DPWH, opisyal ng DPWH, 8 to 10%, District Engineer Office, 2 to 3%, 5 to 6% sa Bids and Awards Committee, even COA, may padulas na 1%. So, paano po ngayon ang opisina ng DPWH?
Well, I think ang po natin dito, I think it has to be more, siguro, I think it has to be more transparent and actually, siguro po, I think we have to make adjustments in the bidding processes. Siguro, we have to also initiate electronic competitive bidding. Everybody is transparent. You can actually watch it. Yung sa yung sa electronic competitive bidding, pwede naman po yung gano'n. For as long as, kung meron pong funds sa lahat ng ng Pilipinas, I think we can initiate po yung mga pagbabago.
Sa dami nga po ngayon na bumabalot na lumalabas na mga kontrobersya, may mga nagtatanong po na bakit hindi pa nagbibitiw sa pwesto si Secretary Bonoan. May mga panawagan din na leave of absence. Ano po ang tugon nyo dito, Secretary Bonoan?
Well, I leave it to the pleasure of the President po. Whatever is the President will decide for me. I think I'll accept it po.
Opo. Pero sumagi na ho ba sa inyong isip na mag-resign at maging ang inyo pong pamilya? Ano rin ang sinasabi?
Well, to me, I think this is a time for me actually to see how we can improve actually the system and contribute in whatever way I can po para makatulong naman. But well, as I said, if many people are asking for me to leave or resign, I think I leave it to the pleasure of the President.
Ano po ang inyong maibibigay na mensahe sa taong bayan bilang Secretary po ng DPWH sa gitna po nitong mga kontrobersya na ito? Assurance na maibibigay po natin.
Well, as has been instructed by the President, we have to continue the investigations and leave and we will not leave a stone unturned actually for the investigations process, and whoever will be involved actually will file all the necessary charges, whether it's the contractors or actually our people in the department. Nakakaasa po kayo na gagawin po lahat na namin ito para hindi maging aral po sa lahat ng aming hanay sa Department of Public Works and Highways pagkakataon po ito. At malinis po ang ating pagsusulong ng ating infrastructure development program po.
Secretary, nasa mahigit at least 10 na po ang nirelieve nyo sa pwesto sa isang district engineering office. Saan pa, ilan pa ang nakikita nyo so far? Tansya, ano po estimate? Ilan pang mga opisyal ng DPWH ang inyong i-relieve?
Well, as soon as we get all the documents and it will warrant actually yung mga ganong process, we'll do it. So far naman, actually ang sinasabi ko nga, we are having close watch and actually yung sabi nga ng ating Pangulo, kung ano ba yung sa 15 contractors ginawa nila at tinitingnan po namin at we're not going to limit our assessment doon sa 15 contractors. Lahat po ng contractors na gumagawa po ng flood control projects at para makita po natin lahat. And sabi nga ninyo, if it warrants actually for me to relieve people, I will not hesitate po.
May mga probinsya po ba kayo, maliban sa Bulacan, saan pa kayo nakatutok ngayon?
Well, nakatutok po kami actually sa Region 4B where Mindoro is. Nakatutok din po kami sa Region 7, Region 5, Region 8. Yan po yung mga areas that we want to look into. And of course, the entire country naman po, I think wala naman po kaming masyadong because we sent all our people actually to go through the entire programs nationwide po.
At doon po sa mga 15 contractors, ay may mga nakaharap na ba rin kayo, nakausap na?
Wala po.
Kailan po ito masisimulan, yung pagharap po sa inyo ng mga contractors din?
As soon as we get all the information we need. And I don't even need to actually to talk to them actually for as long as the documents will be there already for me to have an action against them. Hindi nandoon na po.
So
We'll
far,
just file it.
so far naman po ba, cooperative naman po ba ang lahat?
Oo naman po. Oo naman po. Yes. Dito sa mga opisina namin, Sa mga opisina namin, they're on their toes now actually because of the instructions of the President and my instructions to them as well.
Patuloy po naming babantayan ang development sa investigasyon. Marami pong salamat sa inyong oras. DPWH Secretary Manny Bonoan.